Have you ever come home hungry and looking for something quick and easy to eat? Let me show you how you could prepare something in less than 30 minutes. Welcome to Cooking with Rav. My name is Ravina. Today we'll be making corn mutton and potato, better known as aloo, with oil roti, or better known as paratha roti. So we're gonna start with our corn mutton. I only have this particular corn mutton, 2 cans in my cupboard, so this is what we're gonna use today. And we're gonna use some onions, any one of your choice, some aloo, some peppers, and some shallot. First, we're gonna wash and clean our vegetables and then fry them, and then we're gonna add the corn mutton after. So for the roti, we're gonna add the flour and the baking powder, and we're gonna knead it and let it rest for like 15 minutes or less, and then we're gonna oil it and then cook it.
Yo yo!
Celebrate life's moments with Guyanabai Productions, where every shot tells a story and every event is captured with love. From birthdays to anniversaries, religious events to backyard lines, we bring professional photography and photo booth fun to your home or venue, no matter the budget. We offer digital and hard copy photos with flexible packages to suit every occasion. With Guyanabai Productions, you're not just booking a service, you're booking a whole experience. Call or message Guyanabai Productions today. Capture it the local way, where your moments become memories. Do you have a business or a service and want to build your brand? Guyanabai Productions also does social media advertising and offers YouTube and podcast content creation, creating professional content right from the start to upload. Contact us today for more information on WhatsApp at 718-938-7952 or 592-663-8455.
So first, we're gonna start off with the roti. Today we'll be making at least 2 to 3 roti. Usually I would eyeball it like 1 handful for like 1 roti, but whatever works for you. And after we measured our flour, we add a little bit of baking powder to it. Some people add yeast, some people add oil. Like, it all depends on what works for you. You just put like a little bit, not too much, otherwise the roti gets like very hard, and you just like knead it. So you mix the flour with the baking powder properly, and then you could start to add your water gradually to make it like a nice soft dough. So you want to carefully add your water little by little, not to make the dough too soft, otherwise it wouldn't come out as how you want it to be. At this point, you could add some oil if you like. All depends on how you like your roti to be, soft or a little bit stiffer. I get some water here. Come on. So at this point, if you want to add a little bit of oil to the dough, you could add a little bit, not too much. I'm using regular canola oil or vegetable oil. This gives the dough a little bit more softness, and then you just knead everything together. Give it a nice knead, and you let it rest. Once your dough is like bouncing back, then you know it's good. So we finished mashing the roti. We're gonna let it sit for like 5 minutes or so. This whole process took me about less than 5 minutes to do. Now we're gonna work on our corn mutton.
We love to see the ladies parading in the
This sun hot, so why you still dressing in those jeans and big tee? Turn up the heat with Forever Summer, Guyana's own online boutique bringing you elegance and sexy summer fits. Flowing dresses, bold colors, open backs, and island flares. Perfect for a beach line, brunch, or just being that girl. You don't need a vacation to dress like you in paradise. Follow us on Instagram at Forever Summer GY to see the products we offer. Contact us on WhatsApp at 592-689-5335. Pickup is available in Georgetown. Stay hot, stay bold, stay Forever Summer.
So we just finished washing my vegetables and my potatoes and stuff, and now we're gonna go cut it up. Long ago, when my mother used to give me potatoes to peel, they used to give you a knife. Now look at them thing this fancy. Fast, 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 you peel out this potato. Fast and easy. Make sure when you're peeling this, you don't peel too fast. Peel off too much of the skin of the potato, or peel off your skin. Okay. So now we're gonna chip the potatoes up to put in the corn mutton. So you're gonna cut it in half, and then if you don't want too much work, you just take your time and do it very thinly, very thin slices. It's not gonna melt in the food, but you gotta make sure that you don't do it too thick, so it won't get to fry properly. It won't be that hard. Corn mutton doesn't take long to fry, so you don't want the potatoes to be undercooked and hard. So I'm gonna cut my onions. You could use whichever onion you like. This is a purple one, or I don't know if it's brown or white, but I'll use this one today. So no matter how much you try to not cry whilst cutting onions, it still makes you cry. Until this day, I never learned how to master it. So we're going to use the whole onion. We're going to chip it very finely. Not too thick, because not everybody likes onions. So when it's like thinly cut, it melts and it gets soft in the food. So I would advise you to cut it very thinly. So here I have some shallot or green onions. I got it from my garden. I would have shown you, but it's raining outside. So now we're going to cut this very finely. This and alto bon me eye. So we're not going to use all the green onions at once. We're going to leave some back to sprinkle on it after. So we have a chili pepper and a regular wiri pepper. You could adjust your pepper to your liking. As for me, I love pepper, so I'm going to use half of this and half of this. Make sure when you're chopping it or you're cutting it, you don't like leaving all the seeds, because the seeds is what makes it hotter. And make sure you don't rub your eyes and your nose and your mouth or dig anywhere and stuff, you know. Never cry so. So we finished chipping up our seasoning and our aloo. Now we're gonna go fry up our aloo. So what we'll do, we'll put the frying pan on the stove, put it to heat up. I put about 3 tablespoons of any vegetable oil or any oil to your preference, and then we're gonna wait for it to heat up like a little less than 2 minutes. A trick to know if the oil is hot, when you see it start smoking, you just sprinkle a little water inside, and then you're gonna go like, then you know the oil is hot.
Looking for that flawless finish? Step into Here and Beyond by Rav, where beauty meets perfection. We specialize in cutting, coloring, keratin, and Brazilian treatments. Sleek hair straightening, makeup for every occasion, plus manicure and pedicures to pamper you from head to toe. It's beauty beyond ordinary. Appointments only, so book yours today and let Rav bring out the best in you. Call now or message us on Facebook and Instagram at Here and Beyond by Rav, because you deserve it. You can contact us today on WhatsApp at 592-676-3777.
So as you can see, the pan is smoking a little, and now we'll add like a little bit of oil to the pan. Like sometimes he doesn't have it all that fancy thing. This. Yeah, just open it and eyeball it. That's about 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. Enough to coat the pan. As you can hear, it's sizzling already. So the oil is hot. We're going to add in some of the seasoning that we chipped up earlier. So you got to make sure you don't put the peppers first, because it's gonna like burn your eyes. So we're gonna add some of the onions and the shallots and then the pepper. Remember, we're not using all of the shallots. We're gonna leave some to sprinkle on the corn mutton afterwards. The onions and the peppers and the shallots is frying up nicely. You want to make sure your stove is not too hot because you don't want to burn it. Just when the onion is a little bit soft, you're going to add the potatoes. I'm adding in my potatoes, and we're going to add a decent amount of salt, not too much, just enough for the potatoes, because the corn mutton is a little bit salty already, so I don't want it too salty. So, as I said earlier, I like my food spicy like my man. So, I'm going to add a little black pepper to it just to give it a little bit of, a little bit of kick. So, I'm going to mix all that up, and you're going to just let the potatoes fry a little with the onions and the other seasoning. You want to fry it on like very low heat so it wouldn't burn. In the meanwhile, we'll start with our corn mutton. You could use any brand that you like. As I said, I'm using what I have in my cupboard today. You're gonna scoop out the corn mutton from the tin. You gotta make sure you get the little fat inside, and that's flavor. So I ended up using only 1.5 can because I like a lot of meat, but it's a little bit too much for me. So as you can see, the potatoes are a little bit brown. It's frying up really nice. So what we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit of water to the potatoes to soften it a little bit. So we're going to add not a lot of water, just a decent amount of water to it. Just about so. And you turn your heat down a little and you cover it so it could steam and cook through.
Hungry for real flavor? Come taste the magic at Ravina's food joint, where every dish is cooked with love and seasoned with tradition. From pepper pot to pasta, cook up to curry, we serve up local Guyanese favorites and international classic that'll keep your belly full and your soul happy. Catering for birthdays, weddings, office events, and more. Fresh, flavorful, finger-licking good. Call or WhatsApp Ravina's Food Joint today and let us bring the taste to your table. Ravina's Food Joint, love in every bite. Conveniently located in Hope, East Coast, Demerara. WhatsApp us at 592-676-3777.
So in the meanwhile, whilst the potato are boiling, we're gonna knead out our roti. When you check on the flour and it's like soft to the touch and it bounces back, you know your flour ready. So we're gonna add some dry flour to the dough just so it doesn't stick, and we're gonna place it on the surface and roll it out. So today I'm gonna show you an easy way or a fast way that you could roll out your roti instead of doing it separately. So everybody should know what this is. This is not for beat your man, no. So we're gonna take the bell now and we're gonna roll out the roti. We're not gonna separate it one by one. We're gonna make one big loy. You're not gonna do it too thin, just a right amount of thickness. Everybody has their own way of making out the loy, but this is my way, very fast. So after we finish rolling this out, we're gonna add some oil to the middle. Not a lot. And you're just gonna spread it out evenly. And then you're gonna just roll and fold it like this. Make sure each layer has enough oil. This will ensure you that you get a nice fluffy roti. And then you're gonna like separate it into like how many roti you need. Depends on how big or how small you like your roti. And then you're gonna just pick up one and just pinch the edges and fold it in like so, like this, and then just force it in. Same thing for the side. Pinch the top and force it in, and there you have a perfect loy. I'm just putting a little bit of extra flour on it so it doesn't stick to the surface. We're gonna leave it to rest less than 2 minutes because it's already been resting, and then we're gonna put it on the stove and we're gonna cook it.
DrugSmart Pharmacy, your neighborhood one-stop shop for health, wellness, and everyday essentials. Whether you need prescription medication or trusted over-the-counter relief, we've got you covered. For hair care to skin care, sexual health to cold and flu, DrugSmart Pharmacy has it all. Need to check your health? We offer on-site blood pressure testing, sugar testing, and more. No appointments needed. We do laminating, printing, and even passport photos while you wait. Affordable prices and everything you need in one convenient stop. So come on into DrugSmart Pharmacy today, where your health, your time, and your comfort comes first. Visit us today in Hope, East Coast, Demerara on the main road. Got a question? Contact us on WhatsApp at 592-615-8115. DrugSmart Pharmacy, your friendly local neighborhood pharmacy.
So we're gonna check on our potatoes and see if it's cooked evenly. So you just take your spoon to check the potatoes. You just press on it gently, and if it breaks, then you know the potatoes are cooked through and it's nice and soft. We're gonna put the corn mutton into the potatoes for it to fry up a little. I'm gonna just break it up a little. And just give that a good mix. And then we're gonna leave it for it to fry up like a little less than 2 minutes or so. When it starts to lose a little bit of oil and it's a little bit simmered down, then you know it's ready. Yeah, turn up with it. You gotta make sure you turn it so the bottom doesn't like catch or burn, you know. But for me, I'm using a non-stick pan, so it wouldn't burn that easily, but still you have to make sure you check it from time to time. So, in the meanwhile, while the corn mutton is frying, we're going to put on the towel to cook the roti. So the corn mutton is smelling good. It's almost done, so we're gonna add a little bit of shallot and onion that we left from earlier inside it. Just give that a nice mix. And done. So the corn mutton took me about a little over 15 minutes to cook, and that's done. Now we're gonna go and finish off the roti. After putting the tawa onto hot, you'll know when the tawa is hot when you see all these smoke coming out of it. That's when you know that it's ready to use. If it's too hot, you can lower your stove a little bit. So we're gonna add some oil in a container to use to cook the roti. Some people use a brush, some people use spoon, some people use a piece of tissue. But for me, I like using a spoon because it gets all the corners. So, a back-to-back story when I first started learning how to make roti. I had no experience, nobody has never taught me on how to make roti, right? So, one afternoon I feel like eating roti, so I take out the flour, I mix the flour. Now, when it's time to roll it out, you know, I don't want my roti look like a Guyana map. I want it nice and round because they say, if your roti are wrong, you can't get a husband. So, what I did is I rolled the roti out and I took a round plate and I put it over and I cut it out. And I had a perfect round roti. So, you're gonna bale it or roll your roti out very nice and thinly. Make sure the edges is nice and rolled out and it's not too thick. See how my roti nice and round? I ain't gotta use plate now. So we're gonna take the roti and we're gonna put it on the towel. This one smell. Roti is not so nothing.
It looks kind of thick.
So when you clap the roti, you gotta make sure you clap it properly to loose up the layers inside of the roti. There you have it. Nice, soft, and roti.
Yo, yo!
Celebrate life's moments with Guyanabai Productions, where every shot tells a story and every event is captured with love. From birthdays to anniversaries, religious events to backyard lines, we bring professional photography and photo booth fun to your home or venue, no matter the budget. We offer digital and hard copy photos with flexible packages to suit every occasion. With Guyanabai Productions, you're not just booking a service, you're booking a whole experience. Call or message Guyanabai Productions today. Capture it the local way, where your moments become memories. Do you have a business or a service and want to build your brand? Guyanabai Productions also does social media advertising and offers YouTube and podcast content creation, creating professional content right from the start to upload. Contact us today for more information on WhatsApp at 718-938-7952 or 592-663-8455.
Thank you for watching this episode of Cooking with Rav. As you know, today we made corn mutton and aloo with al roti, and this smells so good. I can't wait to dig into this. This thing look good, bye. That's it. Join me for another episode of Cooking with Rav, where we're going to show you some other recipe that you could make very short, fast, and easy if you're a working person or you're on the go. Yeah. I think we're good though. So, ready?
Yeah.
So, you mix the baking powder with the flour. Ugh. Ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's going in the bloopers. Take out my guy.
Yo, man! Why does it burn me? I bad. It's supposed to be gas done now.
Natak that.